Today is the 18th day of the Omer. In Hebrew, 18 is connected to chai, or life. Just pause for a second and feel the life force all around you and let it infuse your heart and your soul. Yesterday during Shabbat, Rabia spoke about this word eternity. And it's very fitting because it is a word that is used to describe Netzach. And if you were watching, you saw Rabia draw a picture, and he said most people think the word eternity means something like a straight line that never ends. But he said that is really not conceptually the closest thing to symbolically represent eternity, because a line starts somewhere and then it ends once you, for example, run out of room on the paper. Instead, he said a circle is really the best way to represent eternity, because with a circle, you can just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And you never run out of room as long as you're keeping that circle sort of in place. And he says this is the best way to depict eternity. Well, beloved, the reason he was talking about this was because he was trying to describe that Yahweh is eternal, meaning he does not have a start or a beginning, and he does not have an end. We as human beings can't really understand this because it defies logic and human comprehension. How can something be if it didn't have a starting point? Our job really isn't to think too hard about these things because it's kind of useless. We won't ever understand it beyond just accepting that there is an eternity, right? Before the universe was created, there was Yahweh. After this world, as it currently exists, will cease to be, there will still be Yahweh. We as humans, though, we do have beginnings and we do have an ending in terms of our bodily life. But we've been given access to a secret treasure in the kingdom of Yahweh. It's that we can also connect to eternity by choosing with our free will to be free people, which means aligning ourselves and our faith and our belief to the tree of life. You know, when Adam and Hava partook of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it created a temporal concept. You know, the first human beings were supposed to live for eternity. And partaking in that tree meant that we had to go through temporary life and temporary death. And what's beautiful about Father Yahweh's eternal love is he has allowed for us to reconnect to the tree of life, as in Yahshua has come as Yahweh, but in human format. And this was done so that we could reattach ourselves to eternity, to reattach ourselves to Netzach. Yahshua dying on the tree of Golgotha was in order to correct for the error of Adam and Chava. And Yahweh merited that sacrifice in his own blood to atone for any and all sins that we commit. And that's an eternal promise. And then he renewed the contract that we have with him, first established through the Mount Sinai revelation that we accepted. This renewed covenant means for eternity that that sacrifice of Yahshua, who was Yahweh himself in human form, will apply to us. And if you're following, beloved, this means that we are connected to an eternal source that will never give up on us. We are tapped into a promise where Yahweh says, I will never give up on you, my son or my daughter, for all of eternity. As long as you keep returning to me, I will lift you up. I will strengthen you. I will encourage and protect you. I will be there for you. Netzach of Tiferet exudes the beauty of feeling safe and secure, full of trust in the present and hoping and believing for a beautiful future. Feeling good about the fact that we're connected to a source that will never give up on us, which should create all feelings of trust and safety and remove feelings of fear and anxiety. This is really important for us to internalize. It's a precious commodity that we have to know that we have. And it's important that if you feel lacking in this, if you feel lacking in feeling safe and secure, today is an auspicious opportunity to contemplate why that is and what can be done about it, because you will never be given up on when you are connected to the tree of life. But first, it means you have to believe that. You have to accept that. You have to know that. Today, walk upright, knowing that you have the best support system ever, and it is eternal. Now that is what I call a beautiful thing. Yahweh will never give up on you. Shalom, friends.
Today is day 18 of the Omer. If you were able to join us for the blessing and the prayer last night, we invite you to say the blessing and the prayer with us tonight. If you weren't able to say the prayer last night, then we invite you to just say the prayer tonight. Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al seferat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Father Yahweh, King and ruler of the universe, who has set us apart with his mitzvot and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer. Today is 18 days, which is 2 weeks and 4 days of the Omer. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of the Bet HaMikdash to its place, speedily in our days. Amen. Selah. For the choir master, a song with instrumental music, a psalm. May Yahweh be favorable to us and bless us. May he make his countenance shine upon us forever. That your way be known on earth, your salvation among all nations. The nations will extol you, O Yahweh. All the nations will extol you. The nations will rejoice and sing for joy, for you will judge the peoples justly and guide the nations on earth forever. The peoples will extol you, O Yahweh. All the peoples will extol you, for the earth will have yielded its produce, and Yahweh, our Almighty One, will bless us. Yahweh will bless us, and all from the farthest corners of the earth shall fear him. We implore you, by the great power of your right hand, release the captive, accept the prayer of your people, strengthen us, purify us, Yasawan, mighty one, we beseech you, guard as the apple of the eye those who seek your oneness. Bless them, cleanse them, bestow upon them forever your merciful kadoshness. Powerful, set apart one, in your abounding goodness, guide your congregation. Only an exalted one, turn to your people who are mindful of your kadoshness. Accept our supplication and hear our cry, you who know secret thoughts. Blessed be the name of the esteem of his kingdom, forever and ever. Master of the universe, you have commanded us through Moshe, your servant, to count Sefirat HaOmer, in order to purify us from our evil and uncleanness. As you have written in your Torah, you shall count for yourselves from the day following the day of rest, from the day on which you bring the Omer as a wave offering. The counting shall be for 7 full weeks. Until the day following the 7th week shall you count 50 days, so that the souls of your people Israel may be cleansed from their defilement. Therefore, may it be your will, Yahweh, our mighty one, and the mighty one of our scriptural forefathers, that in the merit of the Sefirat HaOmer, which I counted today, the blemish that I have caused in the Sephirah, Netzach, Shebet, Tiferet, be rectified, and I may be purified and set apart with your supernal kadoshness. May abundant bounty thereby be bestowed upon all the worlds. May it rectify our nefesh, ruach, and neshama from every baseness and defect, and may it purify and set us apart with your supernal kadoshness. Amen. Selah.
Stand down, darling. Oh. We've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart.